How's it going, everybody? While I'm here at the Cardinal Tower, I thought I would do a little farming for some souls to go ahead and level up a little bit more and get some things that I'd like to have now, get it out of the way, and get a ring at Majula. I'd like the cat ring so I can go down the well. Alright, this is how I farm. I do it the old-fashioned way, simply by playing the game. Lo and behold, just playing the game. But first, I'm here in Majula. I have the key now to the mansion that I got from Kale over there hiding in his cave, sifting through the rocks, doing whatever he was doing. Alright, and I've leveled up a little bit. I went and busted all the souls that I had in my inventory. And notice I got my strength to 16 and my dex to 15 so that I can power stance my two swords, essentially, which is where you can swing them at the same time. Double the damage, double the poise break. Actually, it may actually even more than double the damage. But anyway, come here in the mansion. We have some loot downstairs. Another lockstone to replace the one I bought from the merchant earlier and spent on the wall downstairs, right? So come up here. You know, this book, I just kind of wondered what this book said. It's quite a bit bigger than the rest of them, but oops, wrong button. Let's see if I can zoom in with my bow. It's blurred up. Anyway. Right, and then upstairs we have another chest with some, I think some titanite or something in it, some torches. And then there's more loot downstairs in the cellar. Somewhere, there it is. Alright, some free titanites. I'll be practically throwing those things away later, but now they're good to have. Just need the souls to upgrade my stuff. Alright, now this is a map here, and there are 7 or 8 fires that can be lit. Some of them are from beating the main or primal bosses, and then I think the other ones are lit from doing the Lost Giant dream sequence things, or I don't remember. I got the trophy too. It's a shame. I really don't remember. Anyway, this guy will always drop a human effigy, or he always has every time I've killed him. So I guess essentially, if you went and used a bonfire ascetic here, you could kill this guy over and over again. I don't believe he respawns in the same playthrough. I think you would have to ascetic or start a new game for him to pop up again. But I believe in New Game Plus and beyond, more than one skeleton shows up, if I remember right. Seems like that's the case. Anyway, source of human effigies. Alright, got that out of the way. Now that soul vessel, I can go respec my character, which I actually will do twice. What I'll do is you know, and you have to do this for the trophy to get all the hexes and all that kind of stuff. At some point, you have to have, I believe it's 15? Well, it's 15 or 20 intelligence and faith to talk to all of the magic merchants, mainly the one in the cave once you open up the turning door with the help of that cleric chick, right? The door that you find on the way down to Heidi's Blue Flame Tower. Okay, and then the other merchant that's sitting out on the pier in at the docks where all the ghost ships are and stuff. Okay, those are 2 merchants there, and you need a minimum requirement to talk to them. You know what? And the third one is the petrified guy out there in the keep, the Lost Keep, I think it's called. Anyway, you need a branch to unpetrify him, and then I think you need some kind of minimum to talk to him too. Don't quote me on that. It's kind of hard to remember. I may actually have to go look it up before I do it. But what I'll do is I'll respec and I'll go talk to all 3 of them at once. Alright, and then I'll respec again back to what I want to play. So even if I'm not going to be using magic and miracles and things of that nature, I'll still, you know, they give you gear, they give you spells, they make spells available, and once you've talked to them, they're open to you for the rest of that playthrough. So you don't need to keep those stats to continue talking to them, right? Anyway, here This is my version of farming. This is how I do it. I just play the game. I get summoned and go kill bosses and go help people and enjoy the co-op and have fun with that. You know, the souls are going to come. As far as I'm in no hurry, I have no need for glitches and cheats and all that other crap. I just play the game. You know, plenty of souls to be had on a run to do bosses. If you get lucky and you can, like say, kill the pursuer with somebody, and then go kill the last giant also on top of that, you're looking at, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 25,000 souls right there each run. And this is early, you know? And then you get into the higher level bosses and you get more souls just for helping out. So, I don't know. This is all I've ever found to be necessary. Dark Souls 1, I used to really get a kick out of killing the gaping demon, the big dragon that opens his guts up down in the sewers, in the depths. Oh man, I could fight him 1,000 times in a row. Just love that boss fight. Good souls early in the game, get a bunch of stuff, go down, upgrade your pyromancy glove, because that stuff started to get really expensive. And it was just fun, you know? Like I said, I just sit there and do that all day. So, you know, I don't personally have a problem with this. One of the greatest aspects of Dark Souls to me. Now, that ladder right there leads to the first pursuer boss fight, by the way. I don't know if this guy's tried it or not, but if the host doesn't want to go up there, then, you know, I don't bother. But, anyway, co-op, in my opinion, is one of the greater aspects. Now, these barrels, you can blow them up from this side. I don't have a firebomb, but remember, I picked up that fire sword, that fire longsword, which I have equipped in my left hand, so there's one surefire way to set these off. Is just blow it up and blow myself up with it. But yeah, man, the co-op and PvP and all that kind of stuff, that's like, I don't know, that's a central focal point of this game. And so I can sit here and do this literally all day long. I don't have to level up. I'll go buy everything that I need, that I have access to early on. More than anything else. Any shards that are available, any upgrades, you know, and then of course you're going to get the spell merchants available at some point, and so you'll want to buy your spells and upgrade your glove or whatever, your staff, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, just do a few boss battles. And if I was part of the Sunbro Covenant, then I could be working on getting medals too at the same time. Of course, I haven't gotten to that point in the game yet, but you know, it's just an added bonus. There's nothing I'm really personally looking for out of the Sunbro Covenant on this playthrough, so I probably won't mess with that. The only reason I picked the Covenant here is just so I'd have a little symbol up there next to my health bar. I mean, I'm not going to use it. I seriously doubt I'm going to get summoned to help anybody in an invasion. Maybe at much higher levels. I don't recall it ever happening to me when I was part of the. Maybe you have to be wearing the ring or something, and that's something I never did. I never bothered with it. The Blood Covenant, or the Dark. It's not called Dark Wraith here, I don't believe. I think it's just called the Covenant of Blood, but the Invasion Covenant. That's usually for a lot higher level players for the most part. It's been my experience. You know, they get up into the hundreds and 200s so they can get all that OP spells, get their intelligence and their faith all up into the 50s and all that kind of crap. Get all the end-game gear and then come back and do that stuff. You go in there at level 20 or 30, and I've done it before and gone in and actually won some fights, but lost more than I won. Don't think it was so much being a bad player as just being way outclassed, and there is no level cap in there, so if you're level 30, you can easily fight someone that's level 400. That's, you know, it will happen, you know, it's guaranteed. So, not really my thing. One day I may get in here and just design a specific, just PvP character. Now, from what I can tell so far, this is a new player, so trying to clear out some stuff for him ahead of time. I fully expect him to go up there and try that jump across to that ledge, which, unless you're really lucky the first time, usually takes numerous attempts. I love getting in here with new players. I like showing them stuff. You can assume that they don't know where the secret doors are, and you certain ways to do things, where the ambushes are and stuff like that. So, help them get through and learn where things are at and stuff, and then they can come help the next guy. Another thing I loved about helping people beat the gaping demon over and over was escorting them through the sewers and helping them find everything, go down there, kill the curse frogs, the basilisks, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that was fun. That was really cool, and people would really appreciate it. Sometimes you get someone in there who's already been destroyed 15 times, kept having to backtrack to the last bonfire, get down in the sewers, get invaded, die to the giant rat, and all this stuff, and then you come through and you've done it so many times that it's not even a matter of being good or bad or anything anymore. It's just you've got the whole place memorized pretty much, and so you can kind of walk through it and look like a boss for a minute, and then when you get someone through it, you beat the gaping demon and they get to live and they get all their souls and all that. I mean, you can almost tell when they're happy. You can see their character jump around and stuff, and they'll wave at you and send you love mail like, thanks man, appreciate it, and blah blah blah. I get a kick out of that. That's awesome. That's it's I don't know if it's as fun as necessarily hate mail when you just destroy someone in an invasion, especially when you're like 100 levels lower than they are and you destroy them anyway. Things like that. I mean, that's fun too, but getting the good mail, the kind where you've really helped somebody through a tough spot, I really get a kick out of that. Now, there's a hidden door in this hallway. We saw that on my other video where I was coming through this for myself. But this is one I'll make sure, and I see this guy, he's using spells, alright? So if he's going to be a caster, he may want this this gear in here. I believe it's, it's a magic I never really pay much attention to it, honestly. But I believe it's a staff and a robe or something along those lines. Anyway, he may want it, and if nothing else, it's a secret. When you find a secret, even if the loot is kind of worthless to you, it's still cool to find it. So now if I can just figure out where the dude's at, he's probably in there trying to do that jump. That's my guess. Maybe not? I guess. Yep, there he is. Trying to do the jump. I can't see the loot in his world, the glowing corpses. The loot is that, so I can't tell whether he's gotten it or not, though. I'm assuming not. If he only knew, he could try it as many times as he wants. I'd sit here and wait for him. I understand what it's like to pass something and you're afraid you'll forget to come back and then not get it. And not knowing what it is, you're like, man, that may be the one item that I really need. Now, I believe the door actually has to trigger, I'm pretty sure, in order to talk to Pate again and get the soapstone. Now, usually a player can't figure it out because if they hit it and it doesn't break, then they're going to assume that there's nothing there. But there's really no way to tell them that you have to actually push a button on it, because that's a new thing to Dark Souls 2. So, it'll only take a second just to send him a quick message. But if he learns this here, he'll know to look out for them later. So from now on, he'll, now he can be one of these idiots where you see him running down the hallway touching every wall. They're mashing on the X button or the A button. Found a few doors that way, actually. On my own. Was surprised, like, damn. Would have never thought that was here. Just tried it out of the blue, and there you go, door pop open, and sometimes really results in some good stuff. Lost Keep or the Lost Bastille or whatever the hell that one fort is where you have the robot bosses and the bell tower and stuff. Geez, just in the boss room alone, there's I think 4 or 5 doors, and then there's another half dozen scattered around the area itself. They're all over the place there. I'll try to find all the ones that I know about when I go through on my own. for heads up, anybody who may not have found one or two of them. There are some worthwhile items behind some. Alright, now I've been having pretty good luck with this turtle so far. I recall this turtle being kind of a pain, where I wouldn't have so much problem with the first hit, but then I could never get that second hit on him, and he would bury into the ground before I could finish him off. I know some of the turtles later that are on short ledges and things. You have if you don't one hit them, essentially they're going to get away. Or that one area where they like to go jump into that sand whirlpool and disappear forever. And I believe they have limited respawns. If you don't get them after a couple tries, then you lose out altogether, kind of like Demon Souls. I believe that's how it goes. I don't know. I try to make sure to get them on the first try if possible. Having that one flame spell where you throw it and it waits a minute before it goes off, kind of like a proximity spell or a time bomb type thing. That's a really good one for those lizards. I call them turtles, crystal turtles, but they're lizards. But that's an actually pretty good one because usually it can one hit them, and you can cast it at them at a great enough distance to where you can cast it before they're aware of your presence and start scurrying off. Gee, it's been long since I played. I've forgotten the names of just about everything. Hopefully you guys, when I make one of those stupid references and I don't know the official name of something, I hope you guys get the idea. Considering I don't really have these swords upgraded, I think I put 1 point into the Heidi sword and nothing into the flame sword. It's pretty good damage output, dual wielding like this. It's essentially slower. It slows your attacks down to that more like a great sword, with just a little bit less range. But the staggering ability is the equivalent of, I would say, an ultra great sword. I mean, well, you may not essentially knock someone just dead on their ass, but you're gonna make them pause and think about it for a minute. I'm a big fan of it. One thing I'm not a big fan of on this boss is latency and lag can affect you. Where what you see going on isn't necessarily what's going on. I've had this giant, without actually moving, seen his body just warp across the map to where he actually is, stepping on my face, where just a second ago he was on the other side of the arena facing somebody else. Next thing you know, he's standing on top of me with his foot making dust in the ground and my face underneath it, you know. That's kind of annoying, but still, this guy's not overly tough. Even then, now, I believe they've nerfed this guy anyway. He doesn't do quite the damage from a stomp that he used to. And I wouldn't think that, well, that was just me missing a dodge or being out of stamina, one of the two. But I would think that this isn't one of the bosses that they would focus on to nerf. Unless just a lot of players have died here. Maybe just fighting, because they're fighting him really early and they don't have weapons to finish him off quickly or something. So they get stomped on for them. I don't know, man. But apparently they nerfed this guy. Anyway, whatever the case, I'll take the souls for it. That's a pretty good run. And I'm going to do this a few more times. And then when it's time to go buy stuff, I'll do one. Go buy all the rest of the human effigies and things of that nature. And here we go. Got my humanity back just like that. Went down from a couple notches down in hollow to human again. All right. And there we have it. I will catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I put links to more Dark Souls in the top box, and for complete listings of all my videos, click on the bottom box. And to subscribe and join the Ninja Flip, smash on that button up top. You can also follow on Facebook and Twitter to get notified when new videos are up. The links are below in the artwork and in the About section. Y'all take care.